is exactly how to find your dream guy. I want you to take out a piece of paper, not your phone, take out a piece of paper and a pen. Why? I would take a pen so that you can see it and it doesn't erase, it doesn't fade. But you're like, why not just type it out? Because when you write things, people retain better information because your brain has to process what you're writing. Or when you type it, it's a little bit mindless and it's just like muscle memory. So write this down. How to find your dream man, how to find a high caliber man, how to find a gentleman that you dream about. Write down all the things you want in this person. And I mean, like, everything, every single detail, from like how long his eyelashes are to how his breath smells, how his perfume is, how he dresses, everything from his character to the physicalities, his features, all the things that he has. So like, does he make a lot of money? Does he open the door for you? Does he compliment you when you don't feel good? Does he make you feel secure? Does he go on social media 10 times a day? Does he have a really good job? Does he love his parents? Does he take care of his family, his friends? Is he a good, like, upstanding guy for his friends and family? Like, you can rely on him. That's what I'm saying. Is he dependable? Can you count on him that when you call him, he's going to be there for a fact, guaranteed that he's going to be there? Does he dress well? Does he smell good? Is his hair kept? Is he shaved? Is he clean shaved? Is he, like, just write all of these things down. Now, how to find him? I want you to be all of those things on that list. So if this is all the stuff that you want in a guy, you need to mirror all of those things. You need to be all of those things. Does he work out in the gym? Is he strong? Does he, like, when he walks up a hill, are you disgusted at the fact that he's breathing hard? I want you to take a good, cold, hard look at yourself, just like introspective. Yeah, my guy obviously is good at business and runs a store, clothing store. Sorry for the mess. This is papers, and then this is a video that I have to do, and then this is a tissue because the weather here is crazy. It's unpredictable. Anyway, so that's my person. My person is a guy who runs a store, a clothing store, or is good at business, just whatever mirror of that mine is. So whoever you're trying to attract, you're gonna mirror them. I cannot speak today. I cannot get my thoughts together. I'm really incoherent lately. Whoever you're trying to attract, you can mirror them. They can be similar to you in values. So like, the person whose values you like, you have to be that person first. And they will be attracted to you because they will have similar values. I'm not saying, like, when I grew up, my girlfriends, when we were teenagers, they would say, I want a guy who has the same exact taste in music, and then he's perfect. And I would, like, roll my eyes and be like, are you serious? That's the only criteria you have? For me, like, from a young age, I knew that if a guy had good values or similar values to me, no matter what the values are, like, if he stands up for himself and, like, sticks to what he says, that's really attractive because I have certain values, and I hope if our values are similar, then we align, and then everything else will fall into place and we will respect each other. Because when you have similar values, that also dictates what your taste is or how you respect other people's taste, even if they're different. So that's just my way of looking at things, but it works every single time. When I align my values with a guy and I find out, oh, he doesn't really appreciate these values in a person, then I know he's not for me, and I can walk away. And you have the freedom to walk away. You have the power to walk away. When you walk away, you're giving yourself even more power. You're giving yourself time and prioritization to the things that need you or the people that need you. So when you find someone who is like you, or like when you already are all of the things, the person who's already like that will see that in you. Even if they can't pinpoint exactly what it is, they can't put their finger on it, you already know. You're the one who knows. That's okay. And you can iterate that to them, and then they'll realize, oh, that's so true. Because you read their mind without them even knowing it. And they will be attracted to you because they see that in you too. And they don't realize what it is. Even if they don't realize what it is, they'll realize, like, wow, I really like this girl that she does this and this. She stands up for herself in this situation by walking away. That's something I would do. Or that's something I don't necessarily think I would do, but I'm inspired by it. So guys, when guys see a woman who is validated in herself, they will either be intimidated or inspired because it's extremely polarizing. They're on one side or the other, and you are such a powerful person. Like your personality is so strong. I'm not saying like, oh, you're an aggressive person, that's why your personality is so strong. I'm saying what you stand for is so strong that they're on one side or the other. They have to choose sides. So if you're a person who like works out every single day, gets up and like sweats at least like 20 minutes to an hour a day, whatever it is that you do, depending on your workout, whatever, whoever you are, and your body type, obviously. So if they see that you do that, they're gonna be like, wow, I should probably get my world together because I don't have it. So, or they will be like, they will want to work out with you. They'll talk with you about it. If they're like a self-aware person who's conscientious also, they'll say, I don't have this nailed down just yet, but I want to figure it out. And I would like some of your help because I love the way that you do it. They will, if they're like that kind of person, they will be inspired by you, and they might be on a different level of their journey. And the thing is, life sometimes when you're like in a relationship, it's like a race. So when you're in this place, when you're up here already and the person's not there yet, they have to catch up to you. So they might not be the person just for you just yet, or they're on different pages and they need some time to grow, and they might find someone else who's more similar in that space. So what you need to do is find someone who's in the same immediate area as you in the race, in life, in the relationship. Because people who are having a hard time seeing me, because you don't want to be with someone who's not there yet. You want, personally, I want someone who's there and a little bit ahead. It doesn't have to be 10 leagues ahead. It can just be like a few steps ahead, and that's all you need. Because I don't want someone who's so far away that I can't relate to them anymore, or like I look up to them but I can't, like I'm not on their level yet. I want someone who's just a little bit ahead that I can still relate to them, I can connect with them, and it doesn't feel distant. Like I don't, like they're, otherwise I feel like I'm not there yet, and it pulls you further away the more you realize that. So like my husband is a great example. He's like a little bit ahead of me every time, and sometimes I'm a little bit ahead of him. So we catch up and it like balances out. So that's how you attract a high caliber person in your life. And this also applies to friends. This applies to people who you want in your life in the long run as loved ones, that you want to be surrounding yourself with, or you just want to help out. Not necessarily like help out, but like you know you can rely on each other. That's what a friend is. So if you can do this with yourself, you can definitely find it in a partner, and you will find your dream guy when you are your dream person. And you don't necessarily have to be your dream person already. You can be working on it, and you guys can be working on it together. How I met my husband was, I was already quite a full person who lived like quite a full life. I was 23 and he's 10 years older, so he was 33, and he lived an even fuller life, like a little bit, like pretty intensely. Like he's done a lot, he's accomplished a lot, and I accomplished a lot for my age, and he just like accomplished a lot, period. so and the thing is, like I want to accomplish more and he does too, so we're on the same page like that. Anyway, I hope you work on yourself. So work on yourself. That's the sexiest thing that you can do. The sexiest thing that you can do is glow up. So I have how to glow up overnight, the overnight glow up 24-hour things that you can do. Things that you can do in 24 hours, linked below, that you can sign up and get all the tips. If you do one of those things, you'll feel so good about yourself. And like some of the things you can do within a week, within a month, within a time span of whatever it is you want to do, but at least do them. Do one thing a day. It'll be, or do like a few things on the weekends. Spread it out, disperse your week with things that help you feel good about yourself, things that you learn about yourself with. So when you are all those things, that person will attract. Like you do not chase, because what you chase runs. So remember that you attract, not chase. Especially as a woman, if you're doing the chasing, the balance will be thrown off immediately. Like you need to be in your femininity. You need to be in the state of receiving. What do women do? We receive. And I mean, like, men are the one who like work and they're for results, like results driven, where women sit back with the flow. They like sit back and relax and they go with the flow. Like we just, like things will sort itself out. Things will be okay in the end. Everything will be fine. It's just, you got to do your part, you got to do your work, and that will attract you. So like, if you want a guy who pays on the date, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, this is such a, I'll make a whole video about this on who pays on a date. But if you want a guy who pays on a date, you better be ready to be the girl who also is willing to pay on the date, but you know, like, immediately where the balance is. So that's a whole other video, but I'll create that video later for you guys. But I just want to put this out there, that if you want a dream guy, you got to be the dream girl first, or dream partner. You got to be the dream you first to attract that. So you will find that. Sign up to the link below for the overnight glow up. You'll get it. You'll understand a little bit more of what I mean. And don't worry, it's you got to kiss some frogs to find a prince, but this makes it easier to find your prince. Like, I'm not even kidding. This is how I found my husband, by doing these things. And you can do it. It's a process. It's going to take time. That's okay. You're willing to put in the time because you rather do things at your own pace rather than rush things and it's imperfect. Do things at your own pace so you don't make mistakes. Don't make like huge life mistakes. Don't like jump into things. So like, I was hanging up some art this past weekend, and someone was hanging it up for me, and I'm a pointer, not a schlepper. So I was like, hey, can you do this a little bit more this? And they asked me, yeah, can you tell me exactly what you want? And so I told them, and they were like getting frustrated with themselves, and they were like finding themselves rushing. And I said, don't rush it. Like, just take your time, let the glue dry, let all of these things work out. Do it conscientiously, do it slowly, do a good job. When you find yourself having a hard time, sit down and take the time to fix it. Don't rush. Same applies here. Don't rush into something just because you're excited. Your brain will tell you like, wow, your body and your hormones, because like, that's how biologically innate it is to want to obviously reproduce. We're human beings, so all these chemicals are telling us do this, but you have to like be in your mind, and you have to love yourself and understand, I am my dream person. I'm working on being my dream person, and you can find someone on the way. It doesn't have to be perfect. Everybody says like, I want to make $300 million and then have a kid. And it's like, a lot of people don't ever get around to reaching their goal and then doing that thing. So they end up not ever doing it, or they end up settling. So what you got to do is find things on the way on your journey that are appropriate for where you are in this stage in life. And that could mean a person, that could mean a thing, that could mean a class that you're taking. So do it, take your time, and that person will come. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you later.